Hey everyone, Pastor Shannon here. I have with me my friend Robin. We met in an online workshop and I found out that she has a blog called Ordinary Holy. And with my blog that talks about Holy Mischief, we had a lot in common. So Robin, why don't you introduce yourself, tell everyone where you're from, and tell us a little bit more about what you mean by Ordinary Holy.
Hi, Shannon. Thank you so much. It is such a joy to be here with you. I live in rural Northern California, east of Sacramento, up in the Sierra foothills. And I've been working on Ordinary Holy, and Ordinary Holy has been working on me for about 4 years now. I write, and also I'm a massage therapist, and it's been a great joy to be exploring all these different things.
Yeah, what I love is that when you talk about it, you talk about some of the spiritual mentors, some of the people that you've read about, and how ordinary holy is seeing the ordinary things in life and how beautiful and holy they can be. Who are some of the inspirations that you have read that help you to write and inspire you with your words?
Yeah, I really love Father Richard Rohr, and I try to read almost everything that he puts out. He has a daily meditation that's been really beautiful, a mailing list through the Center for Action and Contemplation. That's been a great inspiration for me. Father Thomas Keating, his has taught me so much about centering prayer. I'm not Catholic, but the Catholic spirituality and that sense has been just really helpful and really transformational for me too. I love Anne Lamott's writing. I love Madeleine L'Engle. Going way back, A Wrinkle in Time has been one of those books that's just always stayed with me, and all the different kinds of writing that she does. So those are some of the people that have been really helpful and inspirational for me.
I think that's one of the ways that we connected. You started talking about Richard Rohr, and I was like, oh yeah. And then
Yeah.
centering prayer. Oh yeah, that's one of my go-to spiritual practices. So what is it other than centering prayer? Are there some other things that you do to stay grounded during crazy times like 2020 or a pandemic?
Yeah. like this week.
Like this week, if you're in
This week
America.
especially. I've been really drawn to going outside as much as possible. I have a regular walk that I love to take around our neighborhood. I'm really lucky because we live up in the mountains, and there's not a lot of people, so there's not a lot of fear. I can go out with a mask in my pocket, but I'll never see anybody and never have to worry about putting it on. My dog I can let him off the leash and he can just run. And for me, I think that's been the most important practice, just making sure I get outside, doing the walk like every day. It's like a 50-minute walk. So sometimes I don't have quite that much time. I have to cut it a little bit short, but just in general, being outside. And then, at this time, we've still had really crazy warm weather. Now the weather's supposed to shift tomorrow. Actually, like the high today is 80 and the low tomorrow is supposed to be like 33 with a high of like 50.
Yeah.
40. I don't know. It's cooling down right away. So these long walks are going to have to be maybe truncated, but just being outside, and any place outside, any place with trees, I feel is really grounding and really helpful. And sometimes I know it sounds silly, but I'll just stop and kind of put my hand on the tree. We have a lot of big trees around here, and just sort of feel the solidness and the stability of the trees. And being with trees, I think is helpful too.
Awesome. I would agree with that. There's a place that I go to where, and it's Georgia is very wooded. So the walks that I go on, I'll go along a creek and there's a lot of trees, and that's just like my spot where I connect to God. Do you happen to have a story of holy mischief?
Holy mischief. I feel like the whole world should be full of stories of holy mischief every day, like every day. And that's sort of the inspiration behind Ordinary Holy too, is just that every day, it's not so much that we need to go out and search for the holy as to honor the holy that we know that is all around us already. Like it's there, it's all around us. So I think to try to open my eyes, I think is what the Holy Mischief means to me, and just
Mm.
see who's there and what does it mean to bring a spirit of peace and presence just daily. And so, for me, that means a lot of times it's been learning or trying to stand in patience when I'm in line at the grocery store, because no matter which line I'm in, it's the slow line. If I switch lines, it's the slow line. If I stay where I am, it's the slow line. And so being aware of that, but instead of fighting it, standing there, it's hard sometimes when you're running late or you have somewhere to be. But if I don't have a special deadline or something, I'm trying to practice presence in lines of cashiers, because gosh, what a really rough job to have right now, especially in the throes of the pandemic, right?
So I like to describe Holy Mischief as the mysterious disruption of God's love in action. And
Yes.
when I say that, people hear, well, that's when I do something that God is asking me to do. And I think that is definitely part of it. But what I'm hearing you remind me of is that sometimes Holy Mischief is something God is doing right in front of us, and just paying attention to the Holy Mischief that is all around us will allow us to experience that mysterious disruption in our lives too.
Right. Driving also is a great place, I think, to practice that, because there are many people who I think don't drive very well. No, it's not me, right?
No, it's somebody else.
Clearly. Well, we live sort of on a Bay Area corridor, we live in between San Francisco and Reno/Lake Tahoe. So on Friday evenings when I'm driving home, there's a lot of traffic and it moves really fast, especially as we get closer to winter and then it starts to snow. And not to make terrible overgeneralizations, but sometimes people who don't really live in the mountains drive too fast on snowy roads when they have nice SUVs from the Bay Area. That might be terrible to say, but sometimes they don't drive the best. So it's easy to be driving along and to kind of move into like a judgment sort of idea or fate kind of state of mind, like just judging everybody's driving too fast, not driving the way. So just another way I think of Holy Mischief, even that would be just to be kind to the other drivers, let them pass. Yeah.
All right, so that sounds like a good challenge that is for other people. So you're challenging people when they're in their cars and they're driving and they are being an excellent driver and everyone else is not.
Of course, all of our people are excellent drivers.
Maybe we should say a little prayer and have a little patience and be kind.
Have patience, be kind, move over, let them pass.
Well, that sounds perfect. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're recording this now on a Thursday. So I don't know when people are watching it, but wherever you are, get into some Holy Mischief, see the ordinary holy in your life. And I will make sure that we put a link to your blog in our comments wherever we post this.
I would love that. Thank you so much for talking. What a fun conversation.
It is super,
Nice
super
to meet
fun.
everybody from California to wherever you are.